Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm so excited. How are we all doing today? How are we all doing? We are going to play some more Mario Maker. It has been too long since we've done one of these streams, so let's get going. Very excited for this. I've been looking forward to this. I was going to stream it last night, but other shit came up, so I ended up not streaming. Platinum points! Oh boy. Okay. Let's play this demo level while we just get the stream started. Let's go! Oh boy, we got new notifications. Very exciting. So we're going to start with one of these levels. Let's go! Okay! I'm so excited, bros. Okay! So how are we all doing tonight? Man, I am just super excited to play more Marvin. I'm planning on streaming for about 2 hours tonight, so you know that'll give us a good stream. Super excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, we'll play some of these levels for a little bit. As you can see, I've played some of these off stream. Where's it going? Dude, it's like on Reddit. Nobody like that. Joshi! Oh, there he goes. And there goes my fire flower. We're going in a house? Hold on, before any of these fucking comments get us in trouble here. Let's go! This is so cool. But yeah, we'll just do this mode tonight. Like, if any of y'all want me to play a specific level, just let me know in the chat. But I think for tonight, my plans are just to play this. Let's go! This is so exciting. Man, I think the next Mario game we'll play, I am actually considering, Bowser's Fury. Let's go! That was so cool. But yeah, I hope everyone's been doing okay. Ha! I don't know, I've been kind of busy this week. I mean, despite, like, not having a job. But you know what? That's okay. I do this for fun, and if I don't feel like it, I don't have to. I don't know, like, my thing is, like, I get worried about getting off a schedule. Because once I do that, then I'll just never get back on it right. Hmm. Let's go. I'm so excited. Let's go. You know what? This is actually kind of creative, you know, like making sure the player knows what they're doing before they kind of throw them off into the deep end. That's actually really cool. Let's go. That was actually pretty fun. Whoa, world record. What fucking 5-year-old made this level? This is kind of a shitty level. Yeah, I'm not the fat guy from Ratatouille here, I'm afraid. Not everyone can cook. Don't let everybody cook. Let's go! How did someone do that in 5 seconds? Okay. That's a great move. Wait, what? Did they add a ducking sprite? Oh, they did! That's actually really cool. They added a ducking sprite for Little Mario. He didn't have that in the original Mario 3. That's actually pretty cool. Let's go! I beat the level. In terms of the next Mario game that we play, like, full-time on the channel, I kind of have a feeling I know what we're gonna play. There's a game that I was trying to get running for us to play that wasn't Mario. Rabbids Go Home. I was talking about this yesterday. Or not yesterday because I didn't stream, but you all know what I mean. Yesterday in streaming terms. The last stream we did. Oh my god. So anyway. What I was saying is that, I wanted to get Rabbids Go Home running, and, you know, I know we did a Rabbids game recently, Mario and Rabbids. Very fun, but that, Rabbids Go Home, is the game that I remember that actually made me really like the Rabbids. So, for some reason, Dolphin, you know, my official Nintendo, GameCube Wii product. It has run everything that I throw at it with no problem. However, it really does not like that game. Like, to get it to even, like, run somewhat properly at, like, something kind of similar to correct speeds, you have to, like, set the RAM to like 50%, and it's really fucky. It just doesn't run well. So if I ever do go back and play that, which I'm heavily considering, then I will actually have to pull out my old Wii, which I kind of didn't want to do, not because I don't like playing on the Wii, but more so I kind of wanted to play that game with a controller instead of having to use the Wii remote. Because, I mean, here's the thing, and this is... Like, look, I grew up with the Wii. I love the Nintendo Wii. But the problem is, like, a lot of those games, like, the 3D ones especially, I just cannot play well. like, on Wii hardware. I don't know what it is, but, like, the controller itself actually gives me, like, fucking motion sickness to use. And I love playing games on the Wii, but it's more so just, like, it gives me, like, some motion sickness. Sorry, fake Nintendo fan here, I know, but, like, I don't know, like, for a game like Mario Baseball or something, I'm perfectly fine with a Wii remote. It's, like, what I'm talking about is, like, I don't know, like, a platformer, like a 3D platformer in particular. Something where you're moving around in a 3D space. I don't know what it is, but it's like the disconnect between, like, the stick and the rest of the buttons just kind of floating out in space that, like, really fucks with my perception. But yeah, I will try and get that running so we can play Rabbids Go Home at some point, because I would really like to go back to that game. That game was awesome. Plus, the soundtrack, it's Kino. It's legit pure Kino. Like, here's my thing. If Ubisoft wanted to make some quick cash, which is not above them, they are not, like, I don't know, they're not above doing something for a quick buck. If they really wanted to make some quick cash, what I would recommend is that they just fucking release a port of that. Like, not the PC port. That port sucks. Because it only has, like, the missions and, like, all the cool shit was, like, stripped out of it. Like, the Rabbid Maker and the stuff inside the Wii Remote. Like, that was always really cool. They stripped that straight from the PC port. And it kind of sucks. But, that was kind of cool. Like, if Ubisoft wants to make quick money, they just need to re-release, like, some of their Wii catalog. Because here's the thing, that game is kind of weird. I'm really surprised that it never found its way onto Xbox or anything, but that might have had, like, something to do with some sort of, like, exclusivity deal or something. It's a Nintendo exclusive Rabbids game. But yeah, no, it's a really good game. It's a shame that it's kind of trapped on the Wii. Not kind of, it is trapped on Wii. Like I wouldn't pay $60. I would not pay $60 for it. But Ubisoft, if you're listening, I would pay maybe $30, $20, $25 to re-experience my childhood with that. It's a Ubisoft game, so, you know, like, I don't know. I would pay $20 at launch, $10 after, like, a year of it being on shelves. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, Ubisoft games, like, always go, like, on clearance, like, a year after they come out. Yeah! Woohoo! It is so cool. Man, I'm excited for the new Mario movie. I hear that it's gonna be pretty good. I'm really looking forward to it, like, unironically. This is not a joke. This is not a bit. No, I'm legitimately looking forward to the new Mario movie. I think it's gonna be really good. Bros, it has deep cuts, like Rob the Robot from Smash Bros. Man, okay. I gotta say, Like, as a Nintendo nerd, as the angry Nintendo nerd, as some would call me. Except, my name is not James Rolfe. No, like, unironically, all jokes aside, if, I don't know, like, something that kind of irks me, it's like the same people who are like, did you know that Super Mario Brothers 2 is Doki Doki Panic? It's like, wow, no, I didn't know that. It's not like I've been a Mario fan for the past 25 years. No, I didn't know that. World record. But no, like, I don't know. It's cool that they're bringing some stuff back. Like, Wart, it's nice to see him again. The last time he really made a proper appearance was in 2001. With Mario Advance. And outside of that, I mean, he's appeared in, like, Zelda. Like, twice. But I don't know, man. It's like, Wart would be such a cool enemy to bring back. Something else I wish would be brought back is, like, from the early days of Mario. Give us an enemy other than, like, Bowser. Like, it's cool how Wario was like, the main boss for a game. Oh. Oops. Oh, no! Yeah. Okay. But yeah, like, it's cool to see Wart back. It's cool to see some, like, I don't know, deep cut characters in the new Mario movie, other than, like, Koopa Troopa and fucking, I don't know. Man, we're still robbed of Toadsworth, quite frankly. When's the last time Toadsworth showed up for anything? Like, that's something to think about. The last time Toadsworth was really in anything that I can think of is Mario Baseball. My mushroom! But yeah, like, Toadsworth, like, the fact that he was in the concept art for the movie, but then they just replaced him with, like, normal ass glasses Toad, we were fucking robbed. But no, I mean, I'm looking forward to the new Mario movie. I'm very excited for it. But damn, this is the first Saturday night that I've streamed in a while where it's more than just me fucking talking to myself here. There are actually people watching. Okay. But yeah, anyway. What I was saying earlier. I think we need to bring back more enemies into the Mario fray. Like, I was... What is this clusterfuck? Good God. Who made this? Who is this for? Okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like it would be nice to see like Wario's a bad guy again, or hell, Waluigi. I think Konami, when they made DDR Mario Mix, they were onto something. Like they really were. Whoa, guys, I'm a Goomba. But no, what I was saying though is that I don't know. It would just be nice to see more than like, I don't know, Bowser as the bad guy. It's like, you know, it's been 40 years. Give us something new. Like, hell, you could bring back old enemies. Like, bring back Mauser. Bring back Wart. Bring back King Koopa. I know Bowser and King Koopa are technically the same, but, you know. Well, fuck. I'm not sure you could do that, actually. Now, yeah, you can't anymore, because, Harvey Atkin, he's gone. He was the guy who played King Koopa in the Super Show. I gotta say, out of all the Bowsers, I think he may be my favorite. My throne! My throne room! You'll pay for this, plumbers! Get them! Well, as the old saying goes, he who coops and runs away lives to coop another day. I fucking love the Super Show. Like, hey, we played this on the title screen. Hell yeah, that's just so cool. But no, like, unironically, it's nice, or it would be nice to see like some more, you know, variety in Mario. Like, I don't know. When Mario Wonder came out, despite my disagreements with the voice casting, Kevin still isn't a good Mario. He fucking sucks. Anyway, must have been the wind. Despite that, I don't know, like, especially towards the end of the Switch era. And hell, even during some of the earlier parts, I was really excited for Mario stuff. Because here's the thing, it's like, you know, as much as I am God's strongest New Super Mario Brothers defender. I will say that the fucking insufferable, like, millennials on the internet who shat on those games are wrong, and they're fucking stupid. Like, New Super Mario Brothers is awesome. But there is a caveat to that. You know, it was nice to see them step into a new direction for Mario and be like, okay, you know, we've done this art style for roughly 20 years. Actually, no, over 20 years, because the new Soup art style really technically started, oh, it's an auto Mario. I'm fucking stupid. I should have read the title. Okay, auto. Let's keep the controller down. This will give me a minute to talk. No, but it's like, it's like, you know, the whole Wonder thing, it made me really excited. And it's like, you know, hey, we're getting something new for Mario. That's really cool. But the problem is that they kind of went nowhere with it. Just being honest here. Like they built up hype and then did nothing with it. It's like, yeah, we're gonna change Mario. And it's like, yeah, alright, yeah. Other than the voice casting, you know, it's actually kind of cool to see Mario look different and more like the 2D art. And it's like, okay, here's a half-baked go-kart game. And here's a 6 out of 10 2D platformer. Actually, that's being rough. I'll say it's a solid 7. But they kind of did nothing else with it. It's like, look, Mario Wonder, for better or worse, it's an enjoyable game. I just don't really feel inclined to replay it. Like I do some of the other Mario games. And maybe that's just because... Actually, I wouldn't even say it's the bias towards the voice talent, specifically for Mario. I'd say it's just because Nintendo's lost their way in a certain way. I love Nintendo, trust me. I wouldn't be sitting here dressed as their fucking mascot if I just downright hated Nintendo with such venom. Let's draw your Mii. Oh, it's one of these levels, okay. No, it's more so just like, I want to see Nintendo succeed. For better or worse, they are my favorite game company. Even though when it comes to listening to fans, they aren't great. Honestly, when it comes to, like, being good to fans, I gotta say, Sega does what Nintendo don't. See all these fan games going around, and like Sega, they won't outright shut it down 9 times out of 10. They'll be like, hey, you know, you did a good job. Come work for us. Like they did with Christian Whitehead's team. And it was good. Hurry up. Hurry up. But yeah, like that's awesome. Nintendo will just look at that shit, be like, okay, we're shutting your project down and we're suing you. Like, what is wrong with you people? But no, for better or worse, like, just based on quality of games, Nintendo 8 times out of 10 delivers. 4 out of 5 times. Now, you know, occasionally you'll get some half-baked slop that, like, in the beginning is like, who the fuck signed off on releasing this? And then, you know, as time goes on, it'll get better. Like, I know Pokemon fans are especially salty with, some of their series games, but technically that's not Nintendo, that's the Pokemon company. But even still, it's a second party. They work directly with the big guys, so I'm gonna call it as I see it. We'll lump them in with it, but we'll also include some of the other stuff. It's like, you know, 8 times out of 10, you're gonna get a solid like masterpiece of a game. But those 2 out of 10 times that they don't deliver, it makes you really sour. But anyway. No, it's like I want to see them succeed, but they just make stupid choices and then it leads to people being mad at them. And it sucks because, like, even though I am mad at Nintendo for what they've done with Mario in recent years, by, you know, how they've treated their voice talent, because that does make me mad. Speaking of, the new Mario Wonder game, or the DLC pack. They ousted the guy who voiced the flower. Like, out of all... For any criticism I have of that game, I fucking love the, I believe the guy's name is Mick Wingert. I love his work in that game, where he's like, onward and upward. Bro, they axed him and got, like, someone who doesn't sound all that great. Because, I was playing one of the demos, because I was just, like, bored at Target. And I saw that shit, and I'm like, are you... That's not our guy. Hey, where did the flower go? That is not my onward and upward. But yeah, I don't know. Nintendo has really become notorious for not, treating their talent well, and that makes me sad. Because, like, Nintendo, I love you guys. Like, I don't like having to fucking come down on y'all like this. It's like... Just stop being shitty with everyone. Good lord. Is it that fucking hard? But yeah, I mean, it's little things like that that kind of add up to where it's like, Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing? Are you sitting over there huffing glue? Like, what is the deal with you all, like, consistently just making bad choices after bad choices? But no, I mean, I love Nintendo. I want them to succeed. Don't take this as, like, oh, well, I just despise Nintendo. Like, no, I would never. Let's go! But I guess, to kind of circle back to what this conversation started about, it's like, you know, Nintendo, they really did kind of blue ball us with, oh yeah, we're gonna change Mario and it's gonna be so cool. And they gave us one pretty good game and one completely half-baked game, except for the soundtrack. That soundtrack, whoever the fucking sound team was behind it were geniuses. But it's like... What are y'all doing? Actually, I don't know though. Do we include Donkey Kong as Mario Slop? That's a very important distinction to make. It's like, because if we include Donkey Kong into the Mario conversation, then that, even still, like, we have a solid 10, a solid like 6 or 7, 6, 7. And then we just have, like, you know, like a 5. And keep in mind, I actually have played a little bit of Mario Kart World. This isn't me just solely judging off of, oh, well, fucking Charles Martinet's not there, so I'm not playing it. No. I played a little bit of it. It's just not as fun to me as 8. Like, Mario Kart 8, like, coming off the heels of that, it's like, what happened? Like, Mario Kart 8, especially after all the DLC, was like a solid 10 out of 10. Shit. Sorry, I have like... I had some like... steak earlier today. And I have it in my teeth. But no, it's... I don't know. It's like... I feel like I've had this conversation before with people. It's like Soul versus Force Soul. Them being like, oh yeah, we're going to change stuff. It's going to be cool. It's going to be like, you know, the GameCube era again. And it's like, yeah, all right, yeah, that's cool. And then they just haven't really delivered. Like, keep in mind, we are roughly a year into the Switch 2. In all honesty, what solid Switch 2 exclusive games are there? Like, a lot of the stuff has been like cross-platform. And the stuff that is Switch 2 exclusive, it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. But that being said, it's like, holy shit. Now, that being said, it's like, for me, I only have one Switch 2 exclusive game. Now, I'm happy with it. Like, I'm happy with my purchase. Honestly, whether or not it had better games, this is really going to make me sound like... And I mean, honestly, like, the kind of beard thing I have going on here is not helping my case. But it's like, I would have bought it anyway, just because of, like, the benefits it gives to some older Switch titles. Like, Mario Odyssey runs at a stable 60. It does 4K HDR. It's like, yeah, you know, my TV supports that. I'm more than, I am more than happy to upgrade my equipment because, you know, it's a hobby of mine. It's like, you know, the same reason I went out and spent hundreds of dollars on a capture card. Yeah, because, like, that capture card... good lord. Yeah, because, like, the capture card... I spent, like... $200-ish on it. It's like... You know, to most people that's insane, but to me it's like, you know... By buying that... I can stream a lot of stuff in, like, 4K, 60 FPS. It needed to be bought because, like, looking back at some of my older stuff, off of, like, my cheap, shitty $5, like, AliExpress capture card, it did its job well. In all honesty, for games that ran at, like, 480... P 30 FPS, it did wonderful. But for the most part, that's not the type of games we're playing anymore. Like Mario Sunshine ran beautifully. Mario 64 DS, it ran okay. I would not mind streaming that again. But it's the same principle. It's like, I'm not tired. I just keep like fucking yawning. No, it's the same principle, though. It's like, I will pay for stuff to look better. I mean, for fuck's sake, back in the day, when GC Video, or that's not what it's called, is it? It's like, back in the day, when the project for the HDMI adapter for the GameCube through the composite port, when they were reverse engineering the... Like, this was back when they were reverse engineering the composite ports. Like, I followed that. Why? Because, what even is this? What the fuck kind of level is this? But yeah, no, it's like, when it comes to equipment, I have no problem upgrading for the sake of it, just because, I don't know. It's my hobby. I want it to look as good as possible. Even when it, like, comes to not streaming, like, when they were reverse engineering the component cables for the GameCube, because the cables Nintendo released back in 2003, I want to say, 2002, for the longest time, they could not be replicated because they had, like, a special encoder chip in them that no one could, like, reverse engineer. But eventually a team of people got down and did it, and now you can output GameCube through HDMI, which is how we played Ocarina of Time. Yeah, like, back in the day, that was like $100. I bought that with, like, no qualms, because, like, you know, I use my GameCube enough to where I have no regrets. Oh, we fucked up royally. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. We have seven viewers. How many viewers we got? 6 or 7. But no, I mean, I don't know, though. It's like, is the Switch 2 really worth it? I find myself doing this a lot. You know, like, I'll talk about something, then I'll get, like, on fucking side tangents, and then even I forget, like, okay, where the hell did this rant even start? But yeah, no. This rant really started because we were talking about, was the Switch 2 worth it? Would I say so? Probably. Who the fuck made that level? That was not a good level. Anyway. What I was saying, though, is that, like, now, the Switch 2, it's like, Nintendo really had a lot of momentum going into the generation, but they haven't really delivered in this first year. And people who are, like, jumping up and down for the next new 3D Mario, I'm not one of those people, because here's the thing. Like, something to keep in mind with the new, like, 3D Mario. People are like, oh, we haven't had one in, like, 10 years, and it's like, bro, we just got, like, new 3D Donkey Kong. 3D Donkey Kong was made by 3D Mario team. We're probably not going to get a new 3D Mario for the next few years, so, you know, settle down, Buster. But yeah, no, I mean, what Nintendo needs to do, make more, they just need to, like, output some more stuff. Like, there needs to be quantity and quality there, though. Because that's the problem with the Nintendo. They get in this, like, weird bind sometimes where they're like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna have a drought of games for, like, months on end. And here recently, it's like, what comes after the drought is just kind of slop. And it's like, bro, we don't want slop. And then they'll just like re-release an old Mario game so everyone forgets. It's like, oh yeah, I know that we haven't had quality Mario game in a while. We had y'all want 3D Mario. Here, we're gonna release Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Have at it. You will play your 20-year-old Wii games, and you will pay $90 for them, and you will like it, and you'll shut your fucking mouth. And of course, I love the collection, but even still, it's like even me, Nintendo's I'm Nintendo's top guy. It's like even I can see there is some slop to be had. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I love Nintendo. I want them to succeed, but their current business model is just not sustainable. I don't know. I fear that they're falling down the Xbox and Sony pipeline where they don't really have room to. Because, I mean, here's the thing. Think about it. In the past 5 years, in the past console generation, Xbox, what exclusives have they released? They released a handful. But, like, same with Sony. It's like they've released a handful of games for their new consoles, but not that many. And it's like, a lot of these newer consoles are kind of being, like, propped up by third parties. And, for Sony and for Microsoft, they are more than capable of doing that. Because let's be honest here. When I think of Xbox, I think Master Chief, and that's about it in terms of Xbox exclusives. When I think of Sony, God of War and Spider-Man, but that's it. That's about it in terms of like exclusives that they've been consistently releasing. What's with all the 3D World levels? But yeah, I mean, Nintendo doesn't really have the wiggle room to do that because it's like, I'm sorry, no one's buying a Nintendo console to play the awesome third-party games. No one's doing that. You buy a Nintendo console so you can play fucking Mario. You buy it for Zelda. You buy it for Metroid. You buy it for F-Zero. You buy it for Kirby or whatever the fuck else. Pokemon. The big ones I'm thinking of, Mario, Pokemon, and Zelda. You'll occasionally get your Kirby fan in there. But that's about it. I mean, let's be real with ourselves here. That's why people buy Nintendo consoles. Like, Nintendo cannot get... I'm afraid that they can't limp along just based off of, oh, what cool third-party games do we have today, guys? It's like, you're not Microsoft. You can't do that. Speaking of Microsoft, did y'all hear that they fucking killed Xbox? Like, that's not even a joke. They said that from here on out, Xbox is going to be, like, focusing more on AI. So yeah, there goes Xbox. Bye bye, bye bye. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for playing. But it's a time to move on. But yeah, kind of sad actually. I mean, outside of Nintendo, like the consoles that I would get would be Xboxes, and to kind of see them be like, oh yeah, we don't really give a shit about game development anymore. Sorry, bye bye. I don't know. It's kind of like somber in a way. I remember a lot of like Xbox Live parties back in the day. Like it was so much fun, and now it's over. Uh-oh. Oh, we are so fucked. No, we aren't. Somehow we evaded death. Very cool. But yeah, no, it's kind of sad to see Xbox kind of throw in the towel like they did. It's so sad. But I mean, I guess it's gonna happen to a lot of companies now. Like, you know, with the rise of AI, you get these like out of touch boomers who don't really know the implications of using it. They're like, okay, yeah, instead of using it as a tool, we're gonna use it to replace everything. And it's like, what is wrong with you people? Like, funnily enough, Seth MacFarlane is the only, you know, like person in the industry who's like actually used it in a meaningful way, to where it's like, you know, it's as it was intended, as a tool, not as a replacement. Like, he did it for like the Bill Clinton cameo in Ted, because he's like, yeah, we tried prosthetics, but it just didn't work out. It didn't look good. So we're like, you know what, let's try it this way, and it kind of worked. And it's like, you know what? When it comes to people using it for those reasons, it's like, well, you know, I respect that. But the fact of the matter is, 99% of people using AI... Actually, no, you know what? 90%. Because there's 10% of people who legitimately use it as a tool. And it can be useful. But, like... I don't know, I mean... Boom. Mic drop, dudes. No, but I mean, it's true. Here, give me just a second. But it's like 90% of people who use it, it's just to be fucking lazy. Because they don't want to try any other option. They're just like, oh, well, you know, path of least resistance and all that. And it's like, bro, that's not good. So, I mean, I don't know. But to see, like, I don't know. Like, 99% or 90% of the shit that I've seen with AI, it's just soulless. It's soulless slop. And people are like, oh my god, it's gonna be the next big thing. And it's like, no! It's like, what is wrong with you all? I mean, look, I feel like I'm having my back pressed against the wall here with this. It's like, look, if it's between doing that and having millennials in the writing room, I will take the AI slop every day of the week. But no, I don't know. Okay. But no, I don't know. Like, there's a real argument to be had about AI. Like, I know friends who use it as a tool, or, you know, to make a funny meme or something. And you know what? To that, it's like, I can have a good laugh over that. But it's like when industries use it for the sake of, oh, you know, we didn't want to hire actors or anything. We didn't want to do this or that, so we're just gonna like use this to like, I don't know, to fool the boomers and fool the masses. It's like, what is wrong with you people? Damn, we got 2 1-1 remakes in a row. Hey, where's my fucking star, asshole? But I don't know. Man, I get on a lot of these like weird fucking side tangents, and then just what conclusion does it come to? Well, I don't know. I do that shit a lot. I think there may be something wrong with me, but anyway, no, but it's really something to think about here. Like a level I didn't make. Oh, what's this? Oh, I've played this level before. Someone just copied it and changed the fucking background. That's awesome. Laziness. You know what? That's the way to do it. Joshi! For me, though, like, here's my thing. Like, I guess on the topic of AI, it's like, look. Using it as a tool is one thing. Using it as just lazy to churn out slop is another. And the vast majority of people will churn out slop. Because of the vast majority of people, they just aren't that creative, unfortunately. It's, I don't know, maybe I'm on my, like, Green Goblin arc. You see, it's on the shoulders of people like us. It's on, or no, it's, what was the line? It was, it's the responsibility of the mindless masses to elevate great people like us on their shoulders. I mean, it's gonna kind of sound fucked, but he has a point. Like, I mean, the reality of it is, like, most people just are not creative. Like, there are very few true creative, like, minds in the grand scheme of things. Because how many people do we have on this earth? Like, 8 billion? It's like, I don't know, maybe... It's like, if we do the math properly, like, 4 billion of that have, like, aphantasia. Or, not 4 billion, like, roughly 5 million. Or some form of it. So, you know, that leaves, like, 3 billion. Or, yeah, like, roughly 3 to 3.5 billion people. who have the potential to be like great minds out of 8 billion people. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people I know who unfortunately they just want to like slip into the normie life. Like they are given this great gift, and instead of using it, instead of like, using the talents bestowed upon them, they waste it. They waste it, and it's such a shame. Like, here's my thing. And this is something I've realized about myself. It's like, for me, I refuse to, like, fucking fold. I will be myself to my detriment. No. Maybe that's not a good thing sometimes, but, like, I don't know. It's like, for example, me dressing up like a cartoon character, dressing up like fucking Mario. People are like, why do you do that? Like, my parents are severely disappointed in me for the choices I've made on that front. Amongst others, but that's a big sticking point. They're so mad, and they're like, why don't you just act normally? Why don't you just do this? Why don't you just try and fit in with, the rest of society? And it's like, what incentive do I have to do that? Like, I've been given a gift. I am unique. So what incentive do I have to suppress that? To suppress me being like a turbo autist? I don't really have any. So what? So I can blend in with... It's a weird thing, We're going to get on another tangent here. Damn, 6 people really love hearing my rant. Yeah, hold on just another second. Give me just a moment, and we'll get back to the rant. Okay, we're back. But yeah, no, it's like... What incentive do I truly have to grit my teeth and bear it? And force myself to fit in with society when, This is going to sound like a very pessimistic point of view, but I don't think it is. It's like, look... The vast majority of, like, normie society, they can detect the how can I put this? I'm trying to find, like, I guess kind of a delicate way to put it. It's like... It's like the people who are not normies, I guess would be the proper way to put it. I have a different word in mind, but like, I'm not sure it's stream appropriate. Like, let's be honest here. Like when I'm streaming, you all get to see a very cleaned up version of myself because I don't know. I'd like to I don't know, just you see, I try to be very wholesome and chungus. But no, unironically, like, there are certain things you can and can't say and do when it comes to, like, streaming. There are certain, I'm trying to figure out, like, a nice way to put this without making myself look like an asshole here. It's like... I don't know. Guidelines are very specific about certain things. There's a lot of gray area. And, I would rather... I do my best to keep away from that gray area because I don't want to, you know, have my shit taken down. But anyway, no, hold on. There we go. Alright, just making sure I was live. My thing was not showing up. The stream was still going, and I was about to have, like, I was about to have a total, rage moment, dude. I was gonna be so mad. But no, like, unironically... It's another 1-1 remake. But anyway. No, it's like the thing about it is, it's like you all get to see a version of me that's pretty much 1-to-1. But I do try to clean up some things here and there, you know, not make certain jokes, not laugh at certain things, not I don't know. Not say certain things. Not that it's, like, terrible what I'm saying. It just falls into, like, a gray area. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just something to think about, like... Let's go! But no, I guess alright. I'm doing it again. Hey, at least I'm talking. Oh boy, 7 viewers. 7 viewers love actually hearing me talk instead of sitting there mouth agape like there's something fucking wrong with me. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing this game? Yeah. Anyway, no, because I don't know, like, here's the thing. This is why I like playing games like this as opposed to, you know, not baby games, let's call them. Because here's the problem. Whenever I'm not playing a baby game, I actually have to think, and then I get fucking quiet. And then it becomes a bit of a boring stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But what I was saying, though, is like, I don't know. It's... I guess the point of what I was trying to say is, like, to kind of circle back to what we were talking about. It's like, what incentive do I really have to try and fit into, like, a society that, you know, is not going to accept me for me? You know? So when it comes to that, it's like, you know, I will be the truest version of myself. Because why not? Why not? You know? Because it's very easy to fall into the trap of, oh, you know, like, society's not gonna be so kind to this or to that. And it's like, something I've learned, and it's kind of bleak, actually. You know, people say that I am very negative. I disagree, but no, it's like, people are just fucking mean to me. So why bother trying to fit into what they want when I can do what I want and I'm happy? Because You know, God only knows how much time, you know, we all have on this earth. Especially with, like, you know, current events and everything. It's kind of scary. It's a very terrifying prospect when you think about it, but it's like, you know, kind of a rule I live by when it comes to this kind of thing. It's like, you know, if you know, tomorrow comes and God's like, you know, it's time to go, buddy. How do I want to be remembered? Do I want to be remembered as this guy who was not himself, who was, you know, a decent guy by normie standards, but was not true to himself at all? It's like, for me, that sounds like a miserable existence and legacy to leave behind. So when it comes down to it, it's like, well, if I were to go out tomorrow, I want to be remembered for who I was. And that's really kind of a motto I live by, because I have no incentive to try and blend in with normies. Because at the end of the day, they'll sniff me out anyway. They'll just be like, "Oh, he's weird." It's like primal instincts, in a way. Like they can sniff it out. They can sniff out those who are not like them, not like us. No, they can sniff it out, and it's a very true thing. Holy shit. This is ass. Alright, we're done. Let's... Yeah, we're not doing that level. That level sucks. Oh boy, I got a pipe skirt? Wow. That's so wholesome. But no, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, if you are not, for all intents and purposes, normal, if you're not a normie, let's just say, it's the nicest way to put it, don't try and pretend. Because at the end of the day, they can sniff you out. Be true to yourself. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that's really all you can do. It's wise advice from Mr. Unk Status over here. But it's true. Like, for me, I will dress up like Mario till the day I die. If one day I see, you know, or I feel that, you know, if one day I am like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to dress like Mario, then you know what, I won't. But in my mind, I want to dress up as fucking Mario, so why not? And a lot of people, they just refuse to live by that shit, because they're like, well, you know, what would everyone else think? And it's like, well, who gives a fuck what everyone else thinks? You know, at the end of the day, like, they're not gonna accept me for who I am anyway. So why bother with the formalities of, oh, no, I need to, you know, I need to do this to appease people who won't like me. It's like, I have no incentive to play the game that way. The only incentive I have, really, is, you know, we only get to live once. You only get one life. Do what you can with it to do good. but also have fun. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to look back on your life and be like, wow, this existence was entirely fucking miserable. Because why do that? If you do that, then it was just a waste of time. And I feel that too many people, they are just far too concerned over what others will say. It's like, sometimes, like, selfish is a very, it's a very gross word to a lot of people. Because, they'll see the word selfish and they'll be like, ugh. No, you need to be completely selfless. And it's like, fuck no. It's like, look, selflessness is good to a degree. But I am also selfish. And you know what? I am not ashamed to admit it. Sometimes being selfish is not inherently a bad thing. What kind of, like, fucking Bowser Zoo is this? What the fuck kind of Bowser Zoo is this? That is a zoo full of Bowsers. I don't know. I mean, it's something I think about a lot. Because I do get questions about, the whole Mario bit. And it's like, why are you doing that? It's like, why not? Life is too short to not have fun with it. I know too many people who have wasted their lives trying to appease others. And you know what? At the end of the day, they're either miserable or by the end of it they feel like they wasted their time. And that's no way to be. Honestly, whenever I see shit like that, it's kind of like, Ghost of Christmas Future type shit. It's like, I see people who are like, oh my god, I completely wasted my time here. And it's like something that I am most afraid of would be when push comes to shove, everything was for nothing. Because I'm just going to be straight up honest here. Like, there are parts of my childhood that weren't great. I was bullied a lot. I've gone through a lot of struggle in my life. And, a lot of people will be like, well, no. But no. In my own words, in what I am saying, it's like, I've been through a lot. A lot of good, a lot of bad. But you know what? I'm okay. I am content with that. But at the end of the day, it's also just like, how can I put this? It's like, I did get, I went through a lot of shit. And it's like, the last thing I want is for all that to have been for nothing. And that's kind of a thought that terrifies me. It's like, that's why I do this. It's like, if push comes to shove, it's like, well, I want to live my life. I want to live my life the way I want to live it. I don't want to be at the whim of other people. I don't want it to be at the whim of, stupid people who, they don't give a shit about me. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Anyway. But no, it's like, at the end of the day, whenever I'm old and gray and I look back on my life, I want to be proud of the things I've done. I want some assurance that, you know, the struggles I've been through in this life have not been for, you know, nothing. That there is no payoff for all the shit I've been through. You know, that thought alone keeps me up at night, because there are a lot of people who are just like, oh, who cares? It's like, I care. It's like, from my point of view, I've been through a lot. And, you know, maybe not as much as some other people I know. There are some people I know who have been to hell and back. And it's like, yeah, I'm willing to be selfish and say that, you know, I don't want all that struggle to be for nothing. So I don't know. That's why I live the way that I live. That's why, part of the reason why I do this shit. Why I dress up as Mario, why I, you know, lead the life I do. Because it's like, you know, at the end of the day, I want there to be some sort of, I guess, payoff to everything. Yeah. Yeah, no, man, I understand, but, I mean, it's kind of hard to, like, explain, in a way. I've never been the best with words, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. Among Us! Sus. But too many people live on the, I guess, on the basis that they want to impress others who will be able to, I guess, sniff out their flaws. And to go back to the original point, good God, we have lost the plot for, like, God, how long now? It's been a while. Okay. I okay, to kind of circle back to like what we were talking about earlier. It's like, keep in mind, when it comes to that 8 billion people, and then you're roughly 3.5 million people, you have so many people who could be creative minds who are stuck in that cycle of being like, oh, well, you know, let me appease all these people who don't give a fuck about me. It's like, why? And I guess a good way to explain it, it's in a way a weird patriotism to like. Is patriotism the right word? Possibly. I guess the best way to describe it would be a patriot without a real cause. I guess that would be the best way to put it. That's really what it comes down to. It's like, trust me, dude. I mean, despite me acting like I'm fucking stupid on stream sometimes, like, trust me, this shit is constantly running through my mind. And I get a little philosophical here and there. But I don't know. At this point, why not? I don't know. I'm just in the mood for a philosophical discussion tonight. I am one of those great minds. Despite people not giving me my due credit. Oh no! That's no good. But, I mean, it's a very true thing, unfortunately. Like, there are so many people. Oh, I get it. Okay. P-Star Pal. P-Star Pal. It's a puzzle, dudes. Let's puzzle our puzzlers. Spring, spring, spring. But, like, I don't know. It's just something to think about, like. Because I've gotten this question about why I, dress up like Mario and why I do certain things in my life. And it's like, well, why not? You know? It's like, at the end of the day, I want to live how I want to live. Yeah. Boom! You see, I think this is why I like these, like, games that I can kind of not entirely play on autopilot, but more so, like, I know what I'm doing. I know the basic mechanics. I don't have to do anything complicated. It's like, I can just sit here and play and talk to you all. Yeah, I mean, when you really think about it, it it is something that you got to be careful about. Because there are so many people who want to live for the sake of, like, appeasing those who don't care. It's like, why do that? You only live once. Like, and I've noticed this, like, especially in, like, workforces. There are some people who are like, yeah, I've never missed a day of work. Acting like they're better than those who, like, you know, take days off. It's like, bro, you are, you're off your fucking rocker, man. It's like, you've completely lost sight of who you are as a person to fulfill the goal of a faceless machine that, like, the day you die, they're just gonna fucking replace you. So why care? You know? And that kind of plays into it, too. It's like, you know, people as a group are kind of cruel when you think about it. It's like, you know, you don't have to, like, you don't have to live the way that you've been conditioned to live just because, you know, someone said you needed to. Like, it's something I've been thinking about lately, and this is gonna make me sound like the most unemployed asshole ever. But it's true. It's like, you know, from birth. How's it going, Mr. Game Boy? How's it going? Okay. But no, it's like from birth, a lot of people are conditioned to be like, you know, you need to go to school, get a good job, and you need to work for the next 50 years. And it's like, is that all life is? I gotta go train to be a cog in some fucking machine? And, like, if you say, yeah, that doesn't sound appealing to me, then people treat you like you're just a lazy piece of shit. And it's like, what is wrong with you people? We don't have to live like this. Dude, Yoshi is a gamer. He's not a goner. Bro, Yoshi is right here. He's like, Weehahoo, it's me, Yoshi. I don't know, though. I mean, it's like there are so many people who I've talked to over the years, both old and like middle-aged. And, you know, I ask him, and it's like, if today was, you know, the last day of your life, you had to go get your affairs in order, would you be happy with the state of your life? And a lot of people can't give me a straight answer. Which is really fucked to think about. It's like, you mean to tell me that you've lived for like 30, 40, 50 years, 60, 70, 6, 7, And you mean to tell me that, you know, your life has like been mostly miserable with little bits of satisfaction in between? That is a nightmare that I wish on no one. Not even my worst enemies. It's like even the people who've done me wrong the most, it's like, you know, I hope that you do find happiness. Yeah, yeah, man. No, like you're like that's actually similar to what I was saying earlier. It's like, you know, why conform to society, you know, why conform? Be different, be yourself. To a degree. Like if it's not hurting anyone else, be yourself. And honestly, fair enough, man. No, for me it's like, you know, people ask me, you know, why do you dress up like fucking Mario everywhere? Why do you lead the life you live? I've gotten that question before. Not in such words, but no, it's like, you know. Whoa, guys, we're in space. I mean space. But no, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, you can only really be yourself. Why change who you are to appease to someone who's not going to give a shit about you, you know? And there are so many people who just yeah, yeah, exactly. Like that's the problem. It's like you have to be really careful when talking about this kind of thing because it either makes you look like an egomaniac or it makes you look like a fucking dick. But no, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, I want to be myself. I don't care about, you know, fitting in with people. It's like I have friends. They've either grown to accept who I am and me, or we've stopped talking. And you know what? That's okay. Sometimes people. Oh no, that's no good. Sometimes, you know, people aren't meant to be around for the rest of your life. Sometimes they're just there for a season. And that's a very kind of sad thing to think about, but it's true. It's like I have many friends who it's like I haven't talked to you in what feels like eons. I'm always here. If you want to talk, then let's talk, but you know, if you think you're too good for me, then I'm not going to stop you. I mean, yeah, that's also true. It's like they want specialized cogs. They don't want cogs that can do many things because cogs that can do many things that aren't directly useful to them. Um they treat you like an outsider. We're getting fucking philosophical on this stream tonight because I mean, like here's the thing. Something I hate so badly is seeing people with potential just wither away because what? Because they're afraid to be different, because they're afraid that, you know, society's not going to accept them for who they are, so they got to change everything around about themselves. And personally, I don't think that's right. I think that is a sorely incorrect way of looking at things. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they just don't look at it that way. They look at it as, well, that's life. It's like, no, life doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be as miserable as people make it out to be. Like, you don't have to suffer. You can have a good life. Damn, this rant goes fucking hard. Like, people apparently like this rant. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, I've... I've gotten into it with some good friends over some of the things that I do in my life because they're like, no, no, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. And it's like, dude, why? Why do I have to live like how, you know, society specifies, huh? I don't have to. It's like, oh, well, you know, it's because people don't like to leave their comfort zone. They don't like to upset, not the natural order of things, but more so just like, they don't want to upset a system that has been set up by the powers that be. And they don't want to, you know, they don't want to step on any toes. Honestly, fair enough, man. Fair enough. But yeah, no, it's like, there are so many people who are afraid to embrace themselves. And, you know, there's two ways you can go about it. You can embrace yourself too much and go off the deep end, or you can not embrace yourself enough and waste your potential. It's a very real problem. Like, one of my closest friends, like, here's the thing. He's been gifted with a creative mind. But at times I feel that he envies, like, the normie mind too much, that doesn't question things. The mind that's, I guess, of the mind that, like, you know, like, don't question anything. Be a cog in the machine that doesn't say anything. Doesn't step on any toes. And there are too many people who do that, in my opinion. It's okay, man. We're getting philosophical over here, dude. Oh no! Uh, to answer that side note, absolutely, dude. I got that shit pre-ordered. I've been looking forward to the new Lego Batman for a while now. Fuck. But yeah, I mean, for tonight, we'll play... Let's see, how long have we been streaming? So we've been streaming for 2 hours. So we will stream for probably another half hour, another 45 maybe. But yeah, no, dude, it looks great. Dude, did you see what got revealed for the new Lego Batman? Dude, they put the 2008 skins in the game. You know, I actually recently streamed the first Lego Batman. 100%ed it on stream. Man, those old Lego games still hold up. Like, even though they're approaching 20 years old, a bit too quick for my liking. Yeah, no, those games are still so good, even after all these years. Makes me feel uncomfortable that they're that old. I remember when that game came out. Like, I had it on PS2, and I bought it, like, as a young kid. No, the Lego games, I mean, they kind of got worse as they went on. Like, those first, like, those first 5 Lego games were, like, platinum gold. They were just awesome. Yes, but I'm not so sure we're going to do that tonight. We'll do it the next time we stream this game, though, because I want to kind of get back into this. But yeah, yeah, he should be. Yeah, but yeah, no, like, the first few Lego games were, like, Crimson Platinum Gold. But after, like, the Clone Wars, I feel like they kind of got worse. Like, they just stopped being these, like, cool co-op games, and I don't know, I feel like the levels kind of got boring to play because they got too long. But you know what? We're gonna do more Mario Maker here in the future. I kind of want to keep my word. I said I wanted to make this like a once a week thing. Hell yeah, dude. Oh no! Poison. That is very true. Like I mean, a lot of the problem with like the Lego series, I think, is that they're trying to be like a new iteration on peak, and unfortunately, like whenever companies try and do that, it never really works out well. And we're gonna stay up here. Yeah, no. Some of these, like, gauntlet levels are pretty cool, actually. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, that tends to happen sometimes with these levels. Yeah, I got cocky there. Let's not do that next time. But yeah, no. I am very excited for the next Lego Batman. I hope it's as good as it looks. Because here's the thing, like, all the major companies have been letting me down lately. If Lego Batman lets me down, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm gonna be very fucking sad if that happens. Nice, dude, nice. I might play some of those at some point. Something always kind of weird about, like, the higher definition, New Super Mario Brothers games is when Mario throws fireballs. He keeps it, like, it's kind of like Spider-Man. He's like, psst, psst, with the fireballs. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Bro thinks he's Spider-Man. How the fuck am I supposed to hit him? I don't know. I mean, probably not, but crazier things have happened. I mean, for fuck's sake, we got Mario and Rabbids. So I don't know. I don't know. It depends, bros. Is Super Marvin Titans real? Yeah. Back to the AI conversation. Man, it's sad how, you know, game leaks are now just going to be fucking AI slop. Oh, Super Mario Titans. You are no Grinch, Leak. Fair enough, man. I appreciate it. You're breathtaking, dude. That would be cool. I mean, LEGO kind of mainly focuses on, like, I don't know, the bigger movie titles, but, like, I don't know, like a LEGO BTAS game would be awesome, which is kind of what, like, the first LEGO Batman was, when you think about it. Because it was, like, heavily based on BTAS and the Burton movies. Woohoo! Okay. Yeah. The LEGO games on DS were really interesting. I had Complete Saga as a kid. And Indiana Jones, too. No, those games were really cool. Like, I think they were kind of underrated. You know, that's kind of a pitfall of, like, technology, like, catching up to us. Like, keep in mind, the Switch 2 is a portable PS4. So, you know, it's no longer developing games like a GameCube game for N64. I don't know, there was something kind of quaint about when they would make, like, the portable versions of a game. Sometimes they'd actually turn out better. For example, in my opinion, now this is a very hot take, I think that the portable version of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is actually better on DS. Like, you know, that's like one of the best Spider-Man games to a lot of people. And, you know, it's cool. But, I don't know. I just think that Metroidvania as a medium for a Spider-Man game works far more than a not necessarily open world game. I don't know. I just think it worked. But yeah, you don't get those anymore, really. Like, a company will make one version of a game. They'll make it slightly underpowered for, you know, PS4, Switch 2, or whatever. Now that's it. You kind of got it in the Switch generation with them trying to run, you know, Xbox, like, Series X games on... Yeah! I agree. Trust me, dude, I am Mario 64 DS's top guy. I have gotten into legitimate screaming matches with people over it. Like, I know people who live and die by the N64 one. I'm of the mind that Mario 64 on N64 has not aged as gracefully as people like to give it credit for. Yes, you know, the DS, it's like, oh, well, I had to use a D-pad. And it's like, bro, who cares? Like, here's the thing that people refuse to give credit to 64DS for doing. And especially in the modern day, because it's like, you know, most people aren't busting out the old DS to play Mario 64 DS if they want to. Most people are booting it up on, you know, of course, their official Nintendo hardware. Let's be clear here. They would never, ever, ever resort to, loading it up on a computer. Right? Dude, here's the thing. Here's the thing about 64DS that a lot of people, I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I didn't even notice you there. Hey, Marissa, how are you doing? Sorry, your profile picture, just briefly looking at it, was very similar to Game Boy's. So I thought it was just Game Boy this whole time. But anyway, how are you doing? But yeah, no, like, everyone makes up these, like, false stories, but the D-pad was icky. And it's like, bro, I played it on a DS Lite. The fuck you mean the D-pad was icky? Number one, that D-pad is, like, probably the best D-pad for, for, like, any Nintendo console outside of, like, the Super Nintendos, which is what I'm using right now. And even then, I'd argue that there's advantages and disadvantages to both. But it's like so many people will just sit there and complain about, oh, the controls! And it's like, they aren't even that bad. Get over it. If you really don't like it that much, I'm sorry. We live in 2026. You complaining about, oh, but the original hardware! It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. I played it both ways. I played it both ways. Well, here's the thing, actually. That's funny that you mentioned that. There's actually a patent to attach a second screen onto the Switch 2 itself. To, like, maybe get some sort of DS backwards compatibility going. I mean, I've seen the patent floating around for a little bit. So we'll see where that goes, but, I mean, that's right, though. Dude, that's right. My favorite controller, like, here's the thing. The Switch Pro controller is Kino. Like, I'm not going to take that away from it. That and the Xbox 360 controllers, in terms of, like, the standard controller layout, are my favorites. However, for 3D games, old reliable here is the fucking best. Now, as you can see, I have this Frankenstein of a fucking controller. Now here, let me blow up my camera real quick and show y'all. I've shown y'all before, but it's been a while. So this is my Frankenstein together GameCube controller. Let me unwrap it a little bit so I can get these, like, cords off and show you the design that I paid for. So this is an amalgamation of 3 different controllers. It is the buttons from a very clean controller. It's the shell from another controller. And it's the board from a Japanese white controller. Now, the difference between the Japanese white controller and the other ones, the Japanese white controller, which only came out over there, had a special little quirk about it to where the cord, instead of being like, I think the standard for cords back then was like 6 feet. This, is it? I think it was like 5-ish feet, maybe? I know it's like 1.5 meters or 2 meters. So that would mean it's like 5 or 6 feet. But anyway, yeah, no, the cord right here is like 10 feet long. Like, if I want to hook this up into my Wii and play a game on stream, yeah, no, I can just hook it in. Honestly, I could hook it into my Switch too, because I have one of the adapters connected to it. Because a funny story about that. I got my GameCube adapter for free from a GameStop. GameStop, they were closing down a store that was like down the street from like my high school. So I went there when they were closing down. So I'm like, the guy had to be on something. He wanted to sell that adapter, and it's before they like re-released the adapter for Smash Ultimate. It was just when I think the Switch was like brand new. It's before Ultimate. So they're like, look, it's not in our system. We can't take it. You can come back like in a few months when it'll probably be in our system. The guy gets mad and he takes it and he just chucks it at like the Darsh! And just like throws it at the counter and walks off. And the lady behind the counter looks at me and she's like, Do you want this? I can't take it. So I took it home with me and that thing was awesome. Like, I got so much use out of it. Hell, I'm still using it today. It's over there. I have a few of those adapters lying around. Yeah, because let's see. I have two of the official adapters, and I have one like Mayflash adapter. I don't know how I've come up on so many over the years. I know. Hold on, let me take a gander. Yeah, no, I've come across like 4 of them over the years. But one of them I gave to a buddy of mine because he finally got a Switch 2. But yeah, this is my controller. I took the liberty of including like an actual analog stick for the C-Stick. And this is my main GameCube controller. Very nice. Very nice. It's one of my favorites in my collection because here's the thing. This comes from the Club Nintendo set that they released in, like, the early 2000s. And I'll probably... Should I keep going? Fuck it. I don't got anything to do today. Actually, I got a funeral I gotta go to tomorrow. But that's not important. That's not important. That's at, like, 5 I gotta go. But, anyway... No, like, here's the thing about it. No, not that the funeral's not important. It's more so just... I was thinking about, like, timing, but... It's okay. It's okay. So, in 2003 and 4, Club Nintendo released a set of 4 GameCube remotes. It was a Mario, a Luigi, a Wario. Dude, I know that sounds bad. That sounds fucking terrible. No, I actually do care about the people I'm going to the funeral for. But no. Do not take that clip out of context. That was fucking terrible. Yeah, no, it's... I mean, it's okay. I mean, here's the thing. People get old. And I've realized that, like, a lot of the very old people that I grew up around, now that I'm in my 20s, they're starting to, you know, pass on. Like, I think this is my 3rd funeral I've had to go to for, like, someone like that. The last one I went to was actually really sad because, he owned this collectible shop, and, like, me and my friends would go there all throughout high school and, like, into college. Like, he was an old Vietnam vet. Very nice guy. But, yeah, no. I mean, he just got old. Like, he had some health issues from, I think, complications due to, like, his kidneys or something. And, yeah, no, but, man... That guy was awesome. Like, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have gotten to collecting, like, Star Wars figures. Like, you can see behind me, I have a whole, like, shelf. Not to mention what you can't see. I have, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 bookcases in here. Just full of collectibles. And I wouldn't have gotten into that if it weren't for him. But yeah, no. That one was really sad. The one I'm going to tomorrow is pretty sad too because like I don't know, they were like family to me, but it happens. I mean, this is gonna sound bad, but when it comes to funerals, it's like I don't know. I found that I do really well at funerals, not because I don't care, because trust me, I do. I care a lot more about people around me than I let on. But it's also just kind of a matter of, you kind of come to an understanding as you get older that people get old. And these things happen. It sounds rough, but it's just one of those things. Like, what can you do? You know? What the fuck kind of Kaizo level is this? I don't fucking know. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, I know what hero clicks are. I believe he did have some. But yeah, no, like I don't think I've been to his store since he passed, because it's still open, but I don't know. It's weird. It just doesn't feel right going without my old high school crew. And a lot of them have gotten busy. They're getting married and having, their first kids and everything. It's kind of a weird place to be. Like, I'm just going to be honest. Like, here's the thing. I'm a fucking chud. I'm a fat fucking chud. And I don't know, it's gonna kind of just sound awkward, but it's more so just like, as I get older, I notice a lot of like people my age getting married and stuff, and it's kind of weird for me because I don't know, it's kind of gonna make me sound like a little bit of a loser in a way, but like, so true, dude. World record! But no, in all seriousness, it's like, when it comes to me, I've only ever been in, like, one truly long-lasting relationship. Not due to, like, any fault of my own. It's more so just, like, I come to an expectation of something, they agree to it, and then when it's time to, I don't know, follow up, they don't want to do that, and they're like, nope, sorry, not interested, and it's like, what? I thought we had an agreement here, I thought, you wanted a long-lasting relationship with me. No. Okay, well, fuck you. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. That just sounds bad, but it's true, it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of like the terminally single chud in my friend group. Not that I'm complaining or anything, it has its benefits. But at the same time, it's also just like, damn. Seeing all my boys get married. I can't believe it. My boys, they're really gone. Smiling Friends is over. No, but it's such a weird thing. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, fuck, what was I saying? I was talking about something. Fuck. What was it? Oh, yeah. No, I mean, these things happen. Like, I realize that I'm really good at funerals just because I've come to an understanding that, sometimes it's people's time to move on. It's literally that meme where it's like, watching people my age like grow up, get a house, like get married. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here playing with my fucking toys, and it's like the dog with like the lollipop and the it's the dog with the lollipop and the propeller hat. Oh no! Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Yeah, I should be streaming tomorrow. No, of course, I'm not sure if we're gonna do Mario. We might do some, what's the game I've been playing? We might do some, Vice City. So I've been whittling away at that game. And here's the thing. I don't like leaving games unfinished, so... Yeah, once we get done with that game, I'm kind of looking forward to it. And honestly, I think we're not going to play a game like that for a long time. Not because I'm not having fun. I'm having a fucking blast with Vice City. It's more so just, I mean, as I was saying, with a game like this, it's like, yeah, I kind of know what I'm doing, so I don't really have to pay attention to the best of my ability. I can sit here and rattle off whatever the fuck and talk to you all. But I don't know, in my, like, stupid, chud mind, like, I don't know, I feel like I just cannot be, like, entertaining to the same level. Because, like, I actually have to pay attention, and then I get quiet because I'm trying to concentrate, and then, then I look at my numbers, and it's like, oh, no one's watching, and it's like, well, no wonder, because I've been sitting here fucking staring at the screen the entire time, being like, ooh, in a minute. Meanwhile, I play this, and I'm just rattling off whatever the fuck's coming to mind, and it's fun, but, like, I'm paying attention to enough to where I'm having a good time. But it's also just one of those things to where it's like, I'm not being boring. But yeah, man, anyway. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream tonight, man. Hopefully we'll see you around. I'm probably gonna play this for another few minutes. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, we'll play this for probably another, like, let me look at the number. I want to stop on an even 5. Or an even 4. It doesn't matter all that much. Let's see. Yeah. We're going to do 3 more levels, and that'll be it for tonight. But you too, man. You too. Vroom, vroom. Oh, brother! Do. Let's go! Okay. But yeah, we'll do 2 more levels, and that's it. 357? And this will be our last level for tonight. Very excited. Maybe I'm not excited. Uh-oh. That one's different. Let's go. Let's grab the key. That was underwhelming. Wow, that was really fucking underwhelming. But damn, we have done 100 levels tonight. Yeah, we started off with like 360 something. But yeah, good stream. We've been streaming for about 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think that's a good place to cut it off for tonight. It's getting late. Not for me. I mean, I'll be up for a while, but I know for some of you all watching, it is late, so yeah. But yeah, no, good stream. We're going to pull this out more often, because it seems that the people actually like watching me play fucking Mario Maker. After the abysmal ratings that my streams have gotten lately, this is a nice change of pace. No, because like, unironically, like, here's my thing. I'm doing this for fun, but I also don't like just sitting here and, like, having 0 people watching and 0 people talking, so it's just like, well, fuck, now I'm just sitting here boring as fuck playing the game. But yeah, so I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull this out more often. At some point, I would like to do maybe Mario Kart or Smash or something. We'll see. But yeah, we're roughly like halfway, or like a third of the way through Vice City. I mean, I'll keep trucking along with that as long as I can, but it's not that I'm not having fun. It's just, I'll finish it just because I started it. Because I always start what I always finish what I start, but I don't know. I think I think Vice City may not be, or how, like, games like that I don't think are a good choice moving forward. It was something fun to try out, but but yeah, no. As for our next non-Mario game, I think I want to play a Sonic game or something. It's been so long since I played one of those. As for our next, like, main Mario game, though, I don't know. I might, I'm actually really thinking about doing one of the RPGs, because those are really fun. I might do Partners in Time. I hear that one's pretty good. Bowser's Inside Story, I would like to do. But I want to wait for the right time to do that one. Because keep in mind, I mean, I briefly played Inside Story, never finished it. Paper Mario, I'd be down to do more of that at some point. But yeah, because here's the thing, we've kind of burnt through all the main Mario games. I mean, we have a few we haven't touched, but I don't know. I don't want to, like, burn through all my Mario stuff immediately. and immediately have to, like, rely on replaying them. I felt that Galaxy deserved a replay just because of the capture card situation and because I bought the new collection. Might as well get some content out of it. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, shit. Hold on. I lost my fidget spinner, dudes. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good stream tonight. Yeah. So yeah, we might play. We'll play more of this. Here's the thing: once a week, I want to go back to this. I kind of want to like reserve one of my weekend days for this game. All other days of the week are up to patterns. Like, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Sunday. That's subject to change at any given point. Those are my mainstream day. But Friday, I would like to kind of keep it as something like this, or Smash, or Mario Kart, or something that's going to be interesting in the long term. And I haven't been doing a good job at that. Like, because, I mean, for fuck's sake, it's Saturday, going into Sunday. I mean, I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I don't know, shit, just didn't work out that way, and I don't mind it. No, it was a good night last night. Got to hang out and see some old friends. But yeah, because here's the thing, I've kind of, like, I don't know, unless I'm playing something like this on a Friday or a Saturday, I realize that I don't get a whole lot of traction like I want to. Like, no one watches it because they're busy doing shit. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. So, with all that said, I want to thank you all for watching. This has been a fun stream tonight, but it's time for me to go. So with all that said, it's been fun. It's been real. I'm even... Excuse me for a moment. That take sucked. God, I feel like Kevin doing the Mario voice. Here we go. Perfect impression. Perfect impression. Okay. It's been fun. It's been real. I even think that it's been real fun. But it's a time for Mario to go. So I want to thank you all for watching. This has been Kentucky Mario. Excuse me. And I will see you all next time. Okie dokie. Mario, see you next time. Ho ho! See you later. Mario, think all of you all are fantastic. Okay. Bye bye.